Hi, everyone. Welcome to the best day of the week. Well, I should say, I always say Monday's the best day of the week, but Friday is a close second. So I am super excited to show you the Thrivecart backend. So I know I talked about it a lot yesterday, and I meant to show it to you, but then I just signed off. So I'm going to actually show you, we're going to create two things together today. We're going to create a digital product, which is just a digital planner. And then I'm also going to show you how to create a physical planner as a checkout. So you can see that you can use Thrivecart for both and kind of how that works on the back end. So also, there are a lot of links. So remember, Thrivecart Starter Kit includes 2 courses. So I actually created because I didn't really create a sales page for you, and they were all in yesterday's slides. So what I did is if you look in the link, I included what's inside Thrivecart Starter Kit PDF. So if you go there, you should be able to see everything that is inside of Thrivecart and how to get it. So it's going to go through all of the slides that are relevant, like what's oh, I'm clicking like it's a thing. It's a PDF. What's Thrivecart? What is it not? It's going to go through how to get access to the Thrivecart Starter Kit, what's inside the first course, all of those different lessons, what's inside the second course for Thrivecart Learn, what's inside the third course. Well, it's more like a bonus, all of the checkout templates. And I did tell you they'd be done by May 5th. That's actually a lie. I finished them all yesterday. So all 5 of these templates are in there and waiting for you. There was the digital planner template. There was a printables template. There was a physical planner template, the notebooks, and stickers. So all of those checkout templates are inside of the Thrivecart Starter Kit. So you can get instant access to that for free. So there are 2 ways to get it for free. You can get all of these for free. One is if you join Planner Pixies. It's actually included inside of Planner Pixies as a bonus. And then for 2, but it's for the annual VIP, not the quarterly. And then if you buy Thrivecart, if you don't have it, if you use my affiliate link, it's like an instant bonus when you check out. You don't have to do anything extra, like just using my link will make it work. Or if you already own Thrivecart and you don't want to join Planner Pixies, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't, that's okay too. You could just buy the starter kit. It's still on sale. And so you can just have both courses and all of the checkout templates. So this PDF is inside and waiting for you, but let's go ahead. We're going to go into Thrivecart. So inside of Thrivecart, so once you log in, you have a few different areas up here at the top. So you have your dashboard, which I won't open because it has customer information in it. You have products, which you see right here. So we have the templates that I created. You can see the physical stickers, physical notebooks, physical planners. Those are all those checkout templates that are waiting for you. And then we have this area called transactions. Again, I won't open that because it'll automatically just show you people's names and their emails. And then over here, we have partners. So partners is really if you upgraded to Thrivecart Pro, which I did not. But remember, I have the ability to, I have a legacy account. So that's why it's in there. And let me, as I'm talking, let me just double check and make sure you can hear me. Sometimes I just talk forever and I have no idea if anyone can hear me or not. So let me just check really quick, make sure you can hear me. There we go. I can hear me. All right. So, MD Abdul Motley, you have a question. Yeah. Let me know. What is your question? I am happy to answer it. I have YouTube open and I have Crowdcast open. So wherever you are, I'll see you. Hi, Antonia. I see that you are on Crowdcast. I have like 2 windows open. But I'm going to go ahead and just post your question. And then as soon as I see it, I will answer it. In the meantime, so inside of here, like I was saying, partners, so partners is just your affiliates and joint venture. So like if you and a friend are going to run a program together, you could split the revenue right away. Like Thrivecart will do that for you. It's kind of like when you go out to restaurants now and the bill comes and you can pay with your phone and everyone can pay their own bill, which I actually appreciate versus like in the old days, like you had to do dinner math and figure out who owed what and who had money and who had a credit card. So this is much easier. And then all of your affiliates are in there as well. So people that are selling on your behalf that you're giving money to. So over here, this very last one, the little graduation cap, that's Thrivecart Learn. So this is where I host all of my courses, all my memberships, the vendor Rolodexes, the webinars, the templates, everything else is all inside of here. So let's go back to products. So when I want to create a new product, let's do the digital planner one first. So we're going to create product. So all you're going to do is create product here. And when you do that, it's going to give you a choice between a digital or a physical. So obviously digital, it's pretty easy. Either you're connecting with a membership site, like I just connect here inside of Thrivecart with Thrivecart Learn, or you can connect with Teachable or Podia or Kajabi or something else to deliver that digital product, whether it's a course, a membership, a group coaching, or whatever, printable, to your customer. Physical obviously will ask questions about shipping address. So that's really the reason that you'll see these two options. So we're going to go ahead and create a digital product. So that's going to open up over here. And it's going to just open up a blank, brand new thing. So over here, what you're looking at, and I just want to kind of give you a overview of what you see. You have 4 different tabs at the top: product, fulfillment, checkout, behavior. Then underneath there, under product, you have options, pricing, bump, processors, affiliates. Now you will only see affiliates if you upgraded to Thrivecart Pro. Otherwise, you won't see that. When you click here at that very top menu again, fulfillment, you'll see that this menu here changes below. Checkout, the menu changes below. Behavior, the submenu changes below. So really important to know where you are inside of Thrivecart. So you have the opportunity to give your product 2 different names. So we're just going to call this the best digital planner. Let me try to spell that right. Digital planner ever. You can, and this is what will show up on the customer invoice and in their cart. This over here, label, you can just label that yourself. So I could just call this digital planner 429 or whatever I want to do. So this is just my internal system. So I can look things up maybe a different way. The customer will never see this. And then over here, the checkout page URL, it's just pulling from this product name that you have here. You can change this to digital whatever 429 or 472 or whatever you think someone is going to remember. So we could do digital planner. I think that's available if I can spell it correctly. And then over here for product status, if you just decide one day you don't want to have this product for sale anymore and people might still have the purchase link, you can just say disabled and then they won't be able to purchase it. We're going to leave it in test mode because you can actually test this out. Or you can do live mode where you're like, I don't need to test it. I'm good. Just make it so. But, and any of these works. And you can see like how many characters I have left over here. I have 26 characters left inside the label. So we're going to go ahead and say next. And then over here, we could do pricing options. Now mine is, I think they're all defaulted to the US, but they have different currencies available. And then over here for setup product price, I can do a couple different things. I could do a one-time fee. I can charge people a subscription. I can do a split pay, or I can ask them to pay their own price. So you see this a lot when people are giving away something, honestly, that in my opinion, that's not of high value. And they'll say, oh, you can just pay whatever you think is fair. I don't know why. I find that very irritating as a customer. Like, just price your thing and like, I don't need to make decisions, right? So anyways, you could do that. But more than likely, especially for a digital planner, you're just going to do a one-time fee. It's usually not something so cost prohibitive that you would do what's called a split pay. So split pay would be like, I'm going to charge $97 and they have for like 2 payments. So total, they're going to pay 194. Oh, look at that. Did the math for me. Or if you have a subscription, which if you join Planner Pixies, you'd be on a subscription. You have monthly, annual, quarterly, 6 months, 2 months, weekly, daily. I do annually, and then the annual price for Planner Pixies is $9.97. And then there's no trial period, and then it just goes, number of rebills is indefinite. And then number of quantity, that just means how many they can purchase. I just set no, like I don't want them to accidentally put in a 4 or something because they're thinking they're buying 4 years, but really they're buying 4 copies of a digital product, which doesn't really make sense unless you are selling special licenses, like commercial licenses for your product. So those are the other options. We're going to do the one-time fee, and we're going to price our digital planner at $27. So there's no trial period, right? Either you buy it or you don't. And again, that set quantity, we're just going to say no. If you did say yes, you could limit it to say 80, 68, 97, whatever, to kind of like drive like a limited availability. So it seems more exclusive if you wanted for digital products, that would be it. And then next, so this, you got to pay attention to these descriptions. So this is what will appear on the customer checkout page, right? One-time payment of 27. So you could change this to say 27 digital planner, or whatever you want to do. And I want to allow, again, one purchase at a time because this isn't something you're buying multiple of. Maybe physical products, you would allow someone to buy multiples, but not for this. And then you can see I still have 63 characters left I could have used. So again, let's go back. This is just the payment type. So this is just telling you the logistics. And then over here, this is actually what the customer will see. You can write whatever you want on here. We're going to hit save. And so we're done here. So I don't really need sales tax. You might need this if you are in Europe and you need to collect VAT. Do you want to customize your customer's invoice? I actually never say that. You could if you want. You can edit it and add your logo and things like that. So we're just going to go on to next. And this is offer bump. If you want to offer like, oh, hey, by the way, why don't you also join we could do this here. It's a digital product. And we could say you want to join the, what's a membership? The organized planner, the organized aficionados. How's that word? I don't know who can spell it. And we're going to say this club is $19 a month, or $19, maybe just to join. Or maybe aficionados, let's just call this, actually, let's make this easier. Let's just call this the home declutter. Whoops. The home declutter guide. And I'm going to price that at $19. Should the bump be pre-selected by default? I always say no. You could say yes, and that means you're automatically like assuming the customer is going to pay for it. I think that's kind of slimy, and I think like honestly, I think you'll get a lot of returns and just upset customers if you're like just throwing stuff in the cart. But it is an option. So we could go ahead and say next, and then payment processors. So I can select any of these. I have Stripe set up. PayPal, I could select Apple Pay and Google Pay. So we can give them all of those options. And then remember to the processors, if you don't know how to set these up, I actually have a video today on Stripe on how to set that up on the YouTube channel. Do you want affiliates to promote this product? Again, you'll only see this tab if you have affiliates. We're going to skip this because it's a Thrivecart Pro upgrade and it's in the course, like how to do this. We're going to say next. Now, when I said next, I've gone through all of these product like options. So now we're going to go to fulfillment. So for fulfillment, you do need to give a URL. So we're just going to say plannerpixies.com. What should happen after they pay? You can send them to a URL, which sometimes people will get sent to a URL and it'll say, oh, thank you so much for your purchase, or welcome to, send them to a membership site. So we're just going to send them, we're just going to display their total invoice. We're not going to worry about that. But if I wanted to add them to a membership site, you'll see inside of here, if I had integrated Kajabi or Teachable or Thinkific, you'll see all of those here. But since I only have Thrivecart as my one and only course hosting platform, then I can see it here and then I can assign them to any of the courses that we're in. Remember at the very top, the Thrivecart Learn. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and say, send them just display their total. We're not going to make it hard. We don't need to ship a CD or DVD. So we're going to say next, and that will put us now into checkout. So in checkout, you have a few different options. You can do a standard, you can do a sales cart, you can do an embeddable where you're going to put this on your own website, or you can do a pop-up. So any of these work. We're just going to do a standard checkout. We'll say next, and then we have design. So in here, if you had purchased the Thrivecart Starter Kit, you could simply click import a design, and then you would put in the URL that I gave you to import that design into your Thrivecart checkout template. So you wouldn't even have to create this template. It would just be done for you. So since we don't have that, we're going to go ahead and say launch editor. And then inside of this launch editor, you can drag and drop and make this however you want. So as you see, I can go ahead and select anything. So if I select this continue button, oh, first of all, sorry, let me back up. This is a two-step payment. There's a page for the customer. There's a page for them to make a payment. You actually, it's really up to you. I prefer single step where everything's just on one page. So over here, you could change this. Instead of contact information, you could say greatest planner boss on the planet, or something cutesy if that's like your style in your branding. And then over here for don't miss this amazing offer, this is where you could put a photo of that digital declutter. I don't think I have a photo of the digital declutter. We'll just put this photo here. And then over here, you can actually change this, all of this text. So don't miss this amazing offer. You can say, grab the home declutter guide right now. And then you'd say special one-time offer, only 19. And then you might want to tell them normally 97, but you can get it for 80% off if you purchase, add it to your cart. So you can see it's added to the cart. If we uncheck that, oh, I think we'll have to go into test mode. If you uncheck that, that $19 will come off. All right, so over here, I can also add custom fields. Like if I want to ask them, like, what's their favorite color, or I want to ask them, I want to have them select that they agree to terms and conditions. All of those things you can add there, but we're just going to leave it really simple and just ask their email. So over here, you can add another photo as well. So we might want to just go ahead, and I have some already here, but if you click the upload button, you can upload anything you want. So maybe we will just upload a bunch of images somewhere. There we go. So we will just use this image. And then I can, over here, you'll see all of these elements. You can just drag and drop stuff. So I can drag and drop a divider here. I can drag and drop some text here and say what you get. It's always something nice. A digital planner PDF. Instructions on how to upload your planner, a welcome guide, a new member kit for the digital planner community, right? So you could add all these items, and then you can go ahead and you could actually bullet point all of them underneath. Now, if you wanted, you can also change the font. So over here, once I have that selected, over on the left, I can do a few things. I can change to any font that I want inside of here. And I can also change this font size, and I can change the line height. I can change the letter spacing. I can also change the text color. So maybe I want it to be like a hot pink, so it kind of matches everything else on here just for branding. And then what I could do as well is I could add another divider here, and then maybe I want to add some testimonials over here. So I could pop in somebody's picture. Maybe this kitty cat is one of our customers, and we could say, happy cat, whatever, happy customer. And so over here, you can say, put in the quotes, whatever your customer said. I love these digital planners. They're the best, or something like that. You can do anything you want. And again, this can just keep going down and down and down. And so you can add more things. You can see you can add headers, text, images, videos, countdown timers, buy links, guarantee seals. So if guarantee seals are important, they actually have some already in here for you. So maybe you want to do a 30-day guarantee. on your planners. I like to put extra dividers there. That's just my preference. Over here too, you can change the buttons. So you don't really like this green. Green is kind of like their default for everything. So you could say, you know what, I'm really into this pink. So I just kind of want everything to be pink. Everything everywhere, even this border line, I'm going to make that pink as well. So you have tons of customization options over here. You can add a header to the top, grab the greatest digital planner ever. And again, just like before, we can change that text color to that hot pink. We can go ahead and change that font size. We can change the line height. We can change the letter spacing. We can adjust the padding, right, on the top, on the bottom. So it's really easy. You don't have to know any CSS to customize this checkout cart, right? So, and then you'll notice there's 2 tabs here. So this is the checkout cart. And again, I could keep adding things to it. I think I had made an image for the digital planner that I had made somewhere. Yeah, I'll show you how to make this next Thursday. If you're inside Planner Pixies or you purchase this, I'll show you how to make one of these so you can add that. Or let's say you don't really like this here. It's super easy. As soon as you hover over something, you can just hit the delete button. And we could say, we don't really like that there, but I think it would make more sense to add it over here right before they pay, just confirming to them that this is something that they really want. And I can pop it down here. So when I hit next, it saved it, but I have my success page. So it's, again, it looks pretty plain. I can go ahead and customize this. I can say, I want this button to be pink. I even want this check mark over here to be pink. And I want this line at the top to be pink. Can I select it? There we go. And I want that to be pink. So now you've like really customized this. You can also add in an image to the background. So over here, I could say add background image, and I could add, I don't even know, like maybe this. It just looks cute. I'm going to add this to the background so there's something there. I can also add a message here, which I think is nice, like thank you for your purchase. And then, you know, I could add something else over here, some text. Again, your download is on its way to your inbox right now. Please give it a couple minutes so they don't, maybe in case they need to give it a couple minutes for the internet or whatever you want to say. And you could also stick your logo in here too. So just to reassure them, hey, this is really me, whatever your logo is. So we'll just stick the InDesign logo here. And then you can also, because obviously it's way big, you can make this smaller so it makes more sense. You can also add columns. So let's say I really don't like that one, but I want this to be 2 columns. And so here on the left column, I'm going to stick that logo because that makes the most sense. And again, it's way too big, so maybe I'll just make it a little smaller. And then over here, I will stick maybe some text, and I will say the digital planner creators, and that will be like my name. Okay, that is not that pretty. Let's go ahead and change this so we can go ahead and put this down here. So it's a little smaller. We might need to make this a little smaller even, and then we might need to justify it so it's over here. But you can kind of play around with this and do whatever you want with it. Clearly, I'm not good at designing on the fly. But again, if you don't like this, you could just delete it and it's gone like it never happened. You have to delete each thing, and then, whoops, you have to delete that column block. And it's gone. All right, so we're going to say complete. And what we're going to do next is we are going to actually skip, you have tracking. I actually never do Facebook tracking, so I'm not even sure how to use that, honestly, because I don't do any paid ads. Behavior rules. So what you can do here, when you say add a rule, after the main product is purchased, what you could do is you could add them to Google Sheets, or you could add them to MailerLite, and then you could add them to a group inside MailerLite. And then once they're in that group, you can send them some auto emails from there as well. So really, really convenient. Now, I do not use any of the email providers that are integrated already, like a native integration with Thrivecart. I use Flowdesk. So inside the course, I show you how to create a Zap so you can integrate Thrivecart with Flowdesk if that's something you use. I just think it's better. I did leave a link to use Flowdesk because it's only $19 a month. And like the price will never ever go up no matter how many people you add. Versus like Drip, I was paying, I think $1,200 or something per month. It was crazy. So we are now done. So we're going to click save and get URL. Very exciting. And so that's all it is. So this is in test mode. So if we wanted to, if we click view checkout, you'll see that it says this is in test mode, just as a warning to you. And so we can now see our pretty checkout page. So that's how you create a digital planner. I know I was like kind of lengthy. I'll go much faster for the physical one. Let me know if you have any questions. So I don't see any questions on Crowdcast. All right, so YouTube. Abdul, how can I add data for 365 daily planner? 365. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I mean, how can I link my Excel date into my daily planner master pages? Suppose I've numbered for date for 365 days in Excel. Now I want to link Excel file and daily planner master page. When I add click, page 1, then I will send January 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to know about flow text. So, Abdul, that's a super long answer. So I really don't have time to do it today because we're just talking about Thrivecart. But you can Google how to do a merge with Excel and InDesign. There are so many lessons on YouTube. I actually don't have a lesson for this because that's not how I do mine. But you can do that with a mail merge using Excel and InDesign. So I hope that helps. All right. So back to Thrivecart. Let's go ahead and go back out to products. And so now we can see our best digital planner ever. And then whenever we're ready to use it, we can just go back here into edit and we can say live and then save and get URL. And then this time when I go to the checkout, I'm going to view checkout and that test mode is gone. So now I can see like what it would look like. So let's see. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to create a physical planner for sale. So inside of Thrivecart, we're going to go back to products and we're going to say create product. And this time we're going to choose physical over on the right. So I'm going to show you how shipping works. So over here, we are going to go through that same process where we're going to say my physical planner. And then I could put my own description here. So I could say planner 202 or whatever I like to call these things. And again, I could change the URL to Fab Planner or whatever I think people will be able to remember easier. I'll leave it in test mode again. And then over here for product price, I'm going to set that one-time fee. This one's a physical planner. So I'm going to say it's $68, no trial period. And then limit quantity available. Yeah, I'm going to limit it because maybe I only have, let's say 500 planners available that I've ordered. And then one-time payment. So instead of saying that, I'm just going to say $68 for we'll just call it the daily planner. And we will allow multiple purchases at a time. So if people want to buy a planner for themselves, their sister, their mother, their brother, and they just want it all in one shipping, we're going to go ahead and say yes. So we're going to go ahead and say save. We're going to say calculate sales tax. And then over here for physical, I'm going to actually call this a book. And we're going to say next and do not collect. I'm just going to leave everything as is. And this is my address in New York City. Doesn't matter. This is all wrong, but we'll just put this over here. 10023. And because it's going to need your address in order to calculate the tax. So we're going to save that. So we're done with that. Going to not customize the customer invoice again. Not going to do a bump offer on this one, or we could. I guess it doesn't really matter. Physical, well, let's not do that. That looks like it's really involved. You could offer a bump offer if you want. I already showed you how to do that. Set up payment processors. We're just going to say Stripe, PayPal, and Google. And then over here for affiliates, we're going to skip that. Now we get to fulfillment. So before we only saw after purchase. So we're still going to put in here. plannerpixies.com. And then over here for shipping options, we can add as many shipping options as we want. So let's say we're going to do USPS first class mail. And I'm going to say manual shipping. So the only shipping that I have like an integration with is Vervante. But if I had added Shippo or ShipStation, those would have shown up here as an integration. But I'm just going to do manual because maybe I'm just a small operation, just working out of my home. I can package these up, use my own Dynamo label using Pirate Ship or something like that. So I'm going to say kilograms. I mean, I'm American. I don't even know what kilograms are. So for pounds, I'm going to say this is 3 pounds. And the dimensions over here, again, I'm going to change this to something I understand, which is inches. And it's 12 by 8 by 2. And I'm going to say I'm going to ship everywhere. And I'm just going to charge a flat fee of $15. And I'm going to say next, this shipping option is available. Now you can say it's only available for specific quantities. I'm just going to say all the time, just to make this easier. And then over here, you can give this a label. So USPS first class. And we're going to save that. Now, maybe I want to offer another one. So I can say add shipping option. And I'm going to say FedEx. Well, I'm going to try to spell it right. Overnight shipping. And I'm going to say manual. And again, the weight is the same. What I say 3 and not 3 kilograms, 3 pounds. And then it's 12 by 8 by 2 inches and everywhere. And this is going to be, let's say $28. And I'll say next, this is available. I'll leave it as all the time. And then I'll call this FedEx overnight. So those are I can keep going on and on. I can add media mail, I can add UPS, et cetera, et cetera. Or, obviously if you have an integration, it'll work a little differently. So we're going to say next, next. And then same thing. I have this checkout cart. I can design my checkout cart over here. So I could obviously add everything. We could do single step. And then I could add my physical planner. So maybe I always like to add a picture in. I think that just helps at the very end. We could add a picture in here. We could add some picture at the top, maybe like a banner, like this one. We could add a header at the top. We could say Daily Planner 2023. And again, I can center this and I can change this over here, this text color to be more of that, I don't know the hex color offhand, but we could make it so it lines up a little better with that color. I can change that font again to something I like. That's a little hard to read. So maybe Babus New. And I just need to make that font bigger and I need to space those letters a little more. So again, I won't go through the whole thing, but you can just go ahead and keep, customizing everything. I really want the buttons to match. Maybe it's just the designer in me. So you can make this, you'll say next, you can do your success page like we did before. You'll say complete. So let's just go so we can see the end. Next. And then we can go ahead and say save and get URL. So the behavior is the one where we can integrate it with our email as well. So if we go ahead to view checkout, we can now see a test of our checkout. And we have that test mode because it's still in test mode. So Thrivecart is just that easy to use. It's super easy to customize. You can make this as pretty as you want. And I go into way more detail in the course. So I didn't want us to be here forever. So let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully this gave you a good sense of like what's inside of Thrivecart. How can you use it to sell digital? How can you use it to sell physical products? I mean, I really love it. I think it is like the best solution ever, especially if you're starting out. I think, again, nothing wrong with Etsy. I think you should also be on Etsy. But Shopify, I told you, it's super way more difficult to kind of figure out and has like a longer learning curve. So just wanted to make sure that you had a solution that you could just be up and running with right away. Robin, if we buy or plan your Pixies, do we get Thrivecart as well, or do we need to purchase that separate? That's a great question, Robin. Thrivecart is totally separate, like the software. I wish I owned Thrivecart. I'm sure they're all billionaires. I don't own Thrivecart. You'd have to purchase Thrivecart on your own. Yes. But if you are in Planner Pixies, you get access automatically to the entire course and to all my checkout templates for Thrivecart. Did you say you didn't get the pro version? I did not get the pro version of Thrivecart. However, because I purchased it like a long time ago, I've been grandfathered in before they created Thrivecart Pro. So you'll see that I have the affiliate use. What else can I do? I can do affiliates, I can do joint ventures, and I can do dunning, which in Thrivecart Pro, you were able to do what was it? You could do dunning, which means if someone misses a payment or they're late on a subscription charge, it will automatically send them email reminders and then shut off their account access. So that's all automatic. I have that as well. And then the only thing I don't have is the ability to add team members. But I really don't have any team members anyway. And the only reason you'd want to add team members is if you have someone that needs to do maintenance for you, but you don't want them to have access to like changing the credit card information or anything like that, like where the money goes, or maybe seeing the sales transactions or something. And also Thrivecart Pro. So if you look at my Thrivecart, it says lisaseifert.thrivecart.com versus if I had upgraded, I do not have the custom domain where I could have programs.lisaseifert.com or whatever I wanted. So instead it has Thrivecart in the URL. But you'll find most people use that. And honestly, I think it's better for uptime in case something ever happens I've had so many Cloudflare issues. So yeah. All right. I think those are all the questions that we had. Let me know if you have anything else. And I hope everyone's having a great and wonderful day. And I will talk to all of you later.